Propaganda is subtle, and it's quite literally everywhere. It's just nuts. The system that you and I are a part of, and how it's been burlesqued, how it's turned inside out, upside down, it's backwards, it's ridiculous. Here's a silly example, but it's an example nonetheless. So the 9 on there supposedly means organic. I got this shit at what's called Trader Joe's, in case you guys don't have one of those. It's supposed to be a health food store. Most of the store sells poison. But these are considered Cosmic Crisp apples. I mean, some of you are going to make some blanket assumptions. Anytime you hear cosmic, galactic, any of these flowery fucking names for a propaganda campaign, it's misdirection. And these have to do, in this case, with something that comes out of an apple orchard here on Earth. And I'm referring to the element, the thing that you and I are made from, the thing that sustains you and I. It's also known as Satanel Saturnel. Now, with that in mind, if I were to show you a clod of dirt, or I plucked a turd out of the toilet. No, there's not some floating in there, conveniently. But if I were to do something like that, I'm only telling you about part of it. Now, you and I are made from that shit. This is why you hear, we're all made from the same compost heap, blah, 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 and the Chuck Fight Club stuff. And we are. But we're infused with the light. We are imbued with the light. And that has to do with the flip side. That has to do with Jupiter, which is Baal el Allah, emphasis on the fucking Allah. That's how shit works. Now, both of those things I just rattled off, the crude steps to the binary system that you and I are a part of. The first part that I talked about is the yin. The second part that I talked about is the yang. The first part is the sacred feminine. The second part is the sacred masculine. These have nothing to do with flowery Photoshop and heliocentric made-up adult fairy tales and physics-defying fucking garbage. Your atmosphere magically terminates at the threshold of a vacuum because we say so, and you should trust the science and repeat this. It has no bearing on anything you'll ever witness, nothing you could recreate in a lab, but you should repeat this. Do tell your friends. That's how this shit works. We are broken down with junk like this. It's commonplace. No one bats a lash that the apples are called Cosmic Crisp. So then you got all the kids in the New Age movement, and you got them talking about some of this shit, using the same jargon. What's funny is I want to eat an apple, but I'm also babbling. Yeah, either way. Trying to cut it with one hand. Not going to work so well, but kind of. We'll see. Stupid Ideas 101. Alright, to be continued either way. What the fuck do I know? And most of you probably don't care. And or you won't see this because I'm censored.